Well, it's already 2 p.m. on another nice day, and temperature is only around 80 degrees. But it's sunny today. I don't see any clouds, but the wind is cool. That's what's keeping everything cool, is the winds from the north. Nice north wind is cooling it off. But the sun feels warm when you're out in the sun. But it's comfortable. Humidity's low too, I think. It just feels good. Yeah, I haven't done nothing yet today. I'm getting ready to do some weed cutting and maybe some grass cutting. Yeah, with the lawnmower. Well, I'm gonna do some weed cutting with a big tool that I used a long time ago and broke, and then I repaired it and haven't used it since. So I'm gonna give it a try again today along the road. Yeah, we'll see. It's a little windy today. I don't know how. Look at that. Look at the trees. A little windy. But it's okay. Keeps everything cool. I'm for it. I closed this gate. It was open till just now. I'll close that gate. Cattle are up there by the barn. And I'll get the lawnmower out running later. Right now I'm going to work on something else. Cut a few weeds along the road. Well, it's cooler than it has been for a few weeks. Feels good. Only around 80. And the winds feels good too. Look at the wind blowing across that bean field there. Yeah. Yeah. Here too. Well, I'm going to cut some of these taller weeds that are over by the road, on that side, along that hill, and on this side too. That hill has the most weeds. These weeds somehow or another they're immune to the weed killer, so herbicide. So cut them by hand. And the tools I'm going to use are these two. I always keep that one on the lawnmower in case I run into something the lawnmower don't cut. And that's my hand sickle. And this one here I used long years ago, but I was cutting some stuff that was way too big, like almost like trees, and it broke my handle there. I glued it back together and taped it, but I haven't really used it. But today I'm going to use it on these weeds. I think the weeds are small enough. I don't think it'll break. We'll see. We'll see. Not sure if you can see it. But where I glued it together and taped it, I also wrapped some twine around it with some half hitches. You can see that ridge. You can see that ridge right there. Right here. From the string. I learned that in the Navy. That's what they wrap the cord, the stair or ladder, whatever you want to call them, on the ship, especially in the upper where the officers live. They wrap that around the cord so they're not so slippery. You got some kind of a texture to hang on to. Anyway, that's the tool I'm going to use. Let's see how it works. I'm going to tackle this hill first. Yeah, I sprayed this at least twice, maybe more. I know I did at least twice with weed killer. Kills the grass real good, but some weeds just don't die. So I'm going to use this big tool there, and I'll probably use that smaller one for other stuff. That big thing is hard to swing. especially close to the ground, but I can get the ones on top there. I'm going to cut them from the top first, then I'll come back down and cut the ones on the bottom. The angle's kind of wrong, but I got to cut something there. Oh, these weeds are done. And when that all dries up, it turns brown, them cedar trees, I think I'll burn that pile. But there's no hurry on that. I can do that this fall sometime. It looks a little better. Well, that cutting tool gets heavy after a while. Yeah. I never actually used a scythe before. The ones that my dad used to use. I think the family's got pictures of my dad in a cutting wheat, I think, with a scythe in his younger days. Yeah. And I've seen YouTube videos about people cutting stuff with a scythe. Yeah, it's a fluid motion, back and forth, back and forth. Mostly use your waist and your hips to do most of the work. Everything else stays pretty stiff. But that would be too hard for me. This is too hard. Yeah, I think my family still got the scythe and sickle, or whatever they called it, in the shed somewhere. Yeah, I remember seeing it when I was a kid. Yeah. But anyway, I got this hill done. Yeah, I'll get to that someday. Burn that pile. Looking better. Right back where I started from. Okay, I'm ready to cut this side, but I need to get a drink and rest for a little while. I'll start up here. I don't really need to cut these because I can cut these with the lawnmower. I'll get the ones on the side of the hill though, if I can. Well, I'm sure I can. Everything else comes out except the honeysuckle. But I killed most of that when I sprayed, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Be nice to have more honeysuckle on this hill, but it's hard to separate the honeysuckle from the weeds. You hardly ever see that. The waves are blowing in from the east, but out here, the wind's from the west. So I don't know if that's an optical illusion. It looks like the waves are going that way. I don't know. But when I'm standing out here, the wind's coming in from this direction. That's weird. See the weeds, the grasses are wind's blowing from both directions. Sometimes it blows that way, sometimes it blows this way. I think the trees are making a whip around from different locations, different directions. These are the biggest waves I got here. Waves. Biggest weeds. Waves. Biggest weeds I got here. Yeah. Well, there aren't that many weeds up that way. Those should be easy. The hardest ones are going to be here. I'll save them for last. Hey, look who's there. Bully. Bully's up by the pear tree and by the house. Still munching away. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I thought about getting the lawnmower going and mowing the grass up there. Well, I can do that tomorrow. It's still supposed to be cooler tomorrow too, so I can wait. So by the time I get this done, going to be wore out, because this is more physical than cutting grass. You know, I would be sitting down, but cutting grass still takes the energy out of me too. Yeah. Okay, let's start cutting from the other end. Work my way down here. He's the only one out eating that I can see. I got the gate closed to the backyard. They can't go in there. Grass is pretty short, but he's still nibbling on it. Yeah, that's a good example of some giant foxtail. Yeah. Now, for far as I can tell, that's not what grows out in my hayfield. That's giant foxtail. The stuff that grows out there, I don't see none off the bat here. I don't see none right away. I thought I saw some somewhere. But it's all been cut down, I think. Some out there, I think. Anyway, it's a lot shorter, and the seed heads are a lot smaller too. And I don't have as many leaves. There's plenty along here. I'll cut this with the lawnmower. Hi, Bully. Oh, the other cattle are over there. I think I see some of them laying down, and old mama cow's out eating again. Flies ain't so bad today, is it, boy? I guess the cool weather chased them away, I guess. Don't know. Anyway, I'll start cutting there. I'm not going to cut this ditch with the big hand tool. I'm just cut the weeds on the top. Most of this I can cut with the lawnmower. Except there's a rut in here somewhere. If I could straddle the rut, I might be able to cut it. We'll see. One step at a time. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Yeah, I was looking for that rut here. Starts about here and gets deeper as it goes. It's also pushed some dirt up on the side. It goes all the way down there where I got the grass tamped down, and the rut's in the middle. Yeah. I don't even know if I can straddle that. If I straddled it, the blades are going to hit the dirt in the middle. So only way I can fix that is to wait till it's wet and come in here with the tractor and with my big tire and smash it down. But if I come in here with the tractor, my front tire is going to sink down into the rut again. So I don't know how I'm going to fix that. But the only way to fix it is with a shovel and break it back in. But I'll just leave it. I can always spray it. Anyway, I'm ready to start cutting again. Yeah, these won't be too hard. I'm going to cut them up from the top. I even got some asparagus growing there. Yeah, I'll just leave that. The last time the township mowed the road, they also came up on top here and mowed down my asparagus, but it grew back already. Yeah. Okay. Get my tool and start cutting. Now these weeds are cut. I'm done for today. That's enough. That was an effort, I can tell you that. That was an effort. Look at that. I had a grape growing there. I took the fence down and cut the grape off. It grew back. I think that was the green grape. But without another grape, I don't think it'll make berries because I don't think it's self-pollinating. That's one reason I cut it down, because I hadn't had any grapes on it for a couple of years, because the other red grape, or the Concord grape that I had over that way where the bale is, that died a couple of years ago too. I'll keep it for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do with it as it spreads out. I'll think of something. At least now I can walk back there. I can walk around here now. Bully's taking a rest under the shade. Aren't you, boy? That looks a lot better. I might have missed a few, but I can always spray it again. Well, that just about does it for today. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I was waiting for some cooler weather. I still worked up a sweat today, but nothing like I would have done if it was in the 90s. It's only about 80 right now. Maybe a little above. And there's a nice cool breeze too, which feels real good. Here comes somebody on something. That's what I worked on before. Oh, I forgot about these. I'll have to get my handsaw. I'll cut them out with the handsaw. That'd be easier than that big blade. Gotta stay and go hold under the apple tree. I don't know if the apples float when they fall in. I think they might sink. Oh, there's somebody under there too. Yeah. I thought I saw one over there. The trees are too thick. I can't see now. There's one under that tree. And there's one under this tree. She's eating some of the grass near the water edge. That's good. And Bully, he's still laying down up there right behind that trailer. Yeah. I can see the hazard signs up there. And he's right below that. The shade of the pear tree. Since I'm doing this weed and tree cutting, I need to get it done. I'm going to go walk back and get my handsaw and cut these before I forget. If I don't do it now, knowing myself, I'll forget about it for another 10 years. And I'll really be too old to cut them down. Better do it now while I can. The cattle would have eaten some of these, but I guess they haven't been able to get up here. I guess they don't want to walk across the whole pond. Anyway, I'm leaving this big tree here. Big cedar, I like it. Far enough away from the power lines, it won't hurt nothing. And if they do come over here, they used to got some shade. I've seen them over here before, a long time ago. Yeah, let's go find that handsaw. Not even sure where I put it. I guess I'll do a walk by. Yeah. There. I don't know if I think that one's cut. If not, I'll cut it. I'll get it some other time. Yeah. I'll cut this stuff with the lawnmower one of these days. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, wait. I just remembered something. I was supposed to work on the fence today out there in big pasture. The south fence wasn't working yesterday. Alright, Bully. Forgot about that. Well, I don't think they're going to get out. So I'll maybe do that tomorrow. Morning's the best time to work on fence. There's more shade, I think. Yeah. I'll get this cut one of these days too. I think, here's that grass I was talking about. Yeah, here's the giant foxtail here. Some of it. You can see some of it down there. I think it's giant. And here's some of the short stuff. See? There's the short one, and there's the big one. Now here's the short one. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's growing good there for some reason. I guess it has more nutrients there. Anyway. I was thinking this might be the giant foxtail. Anyway, that's all for now. I took a little time to locate my handsaw. I didn't leave it in my normal place. It says like on the ATV or in the truck, or other places that I normally leave it. But I found it eventually. Yeah. Okay, let's start cutting. I got a couple here, small ones. I got a big tree there. It's not a cedar, but I got to cut that out too. I'll just throw everything onto this pile here. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I got it. I don't know how big it is. I think I can cut it down. I got one down there too. Might as well cut it. While I'm cutting, I got a few more to cut on this side. And I'll work on that cedar too, but I got to pick all these up that I cut and throw it on that pile first. Okay, I'm done. I'll burn this some other time. There's no hurry, I'm burning. Yeah, good bully. So relaxed, comfortable in the shade. Hope you're doing your job, bully. It's the only reason I brought you up here, so I can get cash from these 3 cows. Okay, let's call it a day. There's the other one. She's been laying there all day. Hope she's okay. I'm sure she'll go start eating again as the evening approaches. There's at least one underneath there. I can't tell. I couldn't see if there's 2 or not, but I know there's at least one. I see. Remember, there was 3 apples on there. Oh, there's the other cow behind up the hill from that tree. She's in the shade too, but I got to figure out a way to pick those apples without them falling into the pond. Yeah, I think they're ripe enough. I need to drag these limbs that I cut off of. What did I cut that off of? I forgot where I cut that. Huh. Where did I cut that off of? The pear tree? Must be. Pear tree or that red bud? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, I need to drag them over there. That's the closest brush pile. I can drag them over there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got for now. Let's go take a break inside the house. 5 p.m. and it's still only 80 degrees. It's been another nice day. I think she's chewing her cud, so that must be. Oh, she heard me. I think she's alert, so I don't think she's in distress. But she has been laying there all day. She's chewing her cud up her. Let her rest. White bull is still laying over there in his shade tree. And one's up here, the other one's down in the water. So they're all relaxing. I just never saw her move yet today. Time to water the lemongrass. I think those last 2 that I planted in the back on either side, I think they died. I don't see no life in them anymore. And the what do you call that stuff? Sweet potato is encroaching. I may have to start cutting it off right there in this area here. I keep throwing it over, but it keeps growing back. Let me go ahead and water them now. That's all for today. Yeah, the new lemongrass that I planted over there on that back corner, right behind that bucket there. Something dug it out. Something dug a big hole there. Oh, that one's no hope, and the other one's dead anyway. On the other side. Oh, I still got 4 plants. That'll have to be enough. Look at them pear trees. I gotta trim them again this winter. They sure grew fast and tall. What about you, Cat? What are you gonna do? Take care of your 2 kittens? What happened to your other one? You drag it out or something? Or something get it? There you go. Okay, take care of your 2 kittens. That's your job. There they are. Got their eyes open yet? Huh? Nope, I don't think so. I can't see. I can't tell. When their eyes open, then that's when I'll start playing with them. And that's probably when she'll start moving them too. Won't you, girl? Yeah, well, for right now, these 2 are okay.